times out of 10, I have found that, say for example, especially when you're a teenager, this is a good example. When you were a teenager, and if you were like, oh, I like that cute guy, you know, he's cute and whatever, because they're just looking at his maybe his features, and if he's so cute, or you know, if say for example, over in America, you guys are always going on about you know, the basketball players and the you know, the baseball players and whatever. So they're always, you know, and it's cool to be the girlfriend or the, you know, boyfriend of the person on the whatever it is team kind of thing, because oh, you know, they're cute and everybody wants to go out with them and whatever because of the way they look, and they're so cute and they're so popular, and I keep, you know, quote unquote cute looks kind of thing. But I'm not being funny. I have noticed that sometimes when you just fixate on the way a person looks, you're really disappointed when you start to get to know them, because 9 times out of 10 there ain't really a lot going on between the ears, because either they're just downright stupid or they're just narcissistic. Like, I know I'm cute and I know I can get anyone I want and blah blah blah. So it's always people are just constantly fixated on how, but then again, and I must stress this, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what is cute to one, someone else might think, oh, hell no, he ugly. So, you know, you have to, this is why I say, please, get to know somebody. Get to know the personality, because you might find because I found it, somebody who I may not have been attracted to physically when I met them, because I gave them a chance and I spoke to them and started to talk to them, I actually started to like them. And 9 times out of 10, that's happened for me when I've gone out with somebody. It wasn't because I'm not being horrible, but I wasn't attracted to them in the beginning. Not physically, but
right, I understand.
I grew to like their personality, and that was what made me become more attracted to them later. It may not have worked out in the long run, but at least I can say I gave it a chance. And it wasn't just based on, oh yeah, he's 6'4", built like a, you know, and whatever. No.
But
if you don't do it,
if you see that person, it could be a woman who has all the features in the right place and from what you may like or whatever. And then she opens her mouth. It's the same thing as a man that may have like a six-pack and nice and toned. He doesn't even have to be muscular. And then he opens his mouth and he's an idiot, or she's an idiot.
Yeah. And you just think, oh, you just messed up the whole thing, man. Why you don't just sit there looking pretty and don't say nothing? But then again, you don't want a partner that just sits there looking pretty and don't say nothing, because then what's the point?
But don't you think this show starts that way? And don't this show to me is basically on both sides, the person who is choosing and the person who is being chosen. They are both the same type person to me. They are people who are physical attraction is a major piece of their puzzle. Right. But then, like, see, they shouldn't make it the utmost piece of their puzzle, though, because, like I said, listen, they'll soon be disappointed, man. They may soon be disappointed. Maybe some of them don't care. Maybe it's hey, I don't really want to be in a relationship because, some people date in two worlds. Some people date in the world of, I'd like a relationship, I'd like somebody that I can talk to, I want a friend. And then you have the other world, which is the, hey, I really just don't want to be exclusive to anyone. No. And I want to make sure, not even make sure, hey, if you look nice enough, we're good. We can date and do whatever we do.
Well, we're not really, we're just dating with, friends with benefits kind of thing. That's what they want. And they're like, oh, I don't understand. Okay, one thing I would say, see, that's not nice to do that. And the other person, see, if people want different things, that's when it causes problems, isn't it? If you just want to be a player, and this is male or female now, and I ain't discriminating. If you just want to play the field, then you need to tell people that, listen, I ain't looking for nothing serious. If they choose then to still want to mess with you, okay, that's fine. You can have at it, as it were. But if one wants something serious and the other person just wants to play the field, that's not fair. Because, as I said in my marketing, when I was telling everybody, playing games is not fun, especially when you're in the receiving end of said game and you did not find it funny because you were the last to know, kind of thing. Right. And Link 6, you were asking me earlier about, the producers and who are these producers who were looking for these people and, what kind of people are they thinking up this crazy game? But I just want to know, what do people think? Do they think this show is just another way for people to get attention and maybe use a TV show to become quote unquote famous? And I said it earlier, but I wanted to say it again because that's what this strikes me as. You know, like people are just like constantly trying to find ways to either, you know, get on TV or like, you know, what's it? Oh, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Obviously, they're already celebrities, but I've noticed a lot of people that have sort of faded from the limelight, if you like. A lot of those types of people tend to want to go on there, and you'll notice once they've been on there, it seems to revive their careers almost.
Oh yeah, people remember the television show they were on years ago, and they go and look at it, and or they get guest appearances, or they get to do appearances like, you know, personalities coming to an event. Hey, here's John Doe from the TV show so and so from 13 years ago. So, but I couldn't, and maybe I could be totally wrong, but I could not see a former big-time celebrity person doing this show.
Well, you never know. Some people, like you said, if they're crazy enough and they think, yeah, this is going to get me out there, literally. Yeah.
I think they would be the choosers, not the choosees.
Yeah, but remember, the chooser still goes naked at the end.
You know, I'm saying some of them may be desperate enough to do that.
Yeah, the chooser still goes naked. This is what I mean. It's not just that the contestants who are being chosen are naked. The chooser goes naked once the other contestants have been whittled down to 2.
Oh, I understand.
Then they go naked. Yeah, so hello, everybody's out there with their business out.
But I don't think their ego would allow them to be in the group to be chosen from, is what I'm saying. As a former star, I don't think they would take the chance on not being chosen because of their ego. Now, they would choose, and they would get naked and do whatever. But I don't think they would be in the group with the other 3 or 4 guys or the other 3 or 4 women so that somebody would say, oh, man, they didn't use John Doe from so-and-so General Hospital. Why didn't they? That's an ego thing, and that's I don't think they would do that. Period.
Now, I must tell you, Keros, now, I've just been looking at this article that I just mentioned again. And basically, you know, you were asking me about the producers and stuff and, you know, how were they going about finding the contestants? Apparently, the program was made by Studio Lambert, which is apparently behind the UK favourites, Telly Favourites, Gogglebox, and Undercover Boss, and Tattoo Fixers. Obviously, you may not have heard of these.
No, I know Undercover Boss. I've heard of that.
Okay, so basically, apparently, despite filming having begun, I'm quoting from here, producers are still on the hunt for more contestants who are not afraid to get their clothes off. Researchers have been targeting self-obsessed, remember what I said about the narcissistic, model types who would be carefree when it comes to stripping off. The source added they have been contacting members of the public via social media to try and convince them to take part. Oh, Lord. It's quite tough to get people to agree as it's their dignity on the line. Well, hello, like I keep saying, you got to be really sure about this before it's bad enough going on the show and, saying I'm going to be on a dating show and I am supposedly looking for love, blah, 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 blah. People, you will see the quote-unquote going on in the air very soon. But basically, imagine that. You are going on there, and I stress it, you will be naked. Okay? And they say it's like Blind Date, but with a serious twist. It's all about the science of attraction. But this is the thing. Like we said earlier, can't you just be attracted to somebody with their clothes on and just leave the rest of the imagination? I mean, come on now.
And
let me know, people.
And I'm not saying it's wrong in a bad way, but there's so much wrong with this show because it's just you're putting yourself in a position. To me, if you're comfortable with yourself and you don't care that there will be millions of people, really, I'm literally millions of people.
But it's going to go worldwide, and you know how much time they could replay it. I mean, once they have recorded you in all your glory, that's it. They own your imagery. That's it for life, okay? And that could go anywhere they want it to. Anywhere they want to show that, they can show it. That could be anywhere around the world, okay, people? Just so we
And can. Anybody just getting on YouTube or getting on their website, and people, they download things themselves and then they upload them to anybody that for the rest of your life. You can't turn that off.
Thank God. That's why I was like, okay, that's why I'm thinking you got to be sure about this because, okay, and you better make sure if you really want to do this, you better make sure that you feel good about yourself. And if that takes getting down the gym however many months in advance so that you can feel proud, you don't want to feel uncomfortable.
That's a little bit too late for that. When you're there, it's too late for that.
too late for that. So, you know what, people think, I mean, like I say, I don't know if they're going to bring it back. And I just thought it was really funny. I was like, what are they doing? Kind of thing. Why would you put yourself through this and say, okay, yeah, I am deliberately going to target being on a show like this? Because like I said, being on a dating show, obviously people are used to that now because we've had it for many years, isn't it? And obviously it's your choice. And obviously, again, if it's just a bit of fun for you and you just want to do it, because I noticed even way back when what was her name, a lady over here, Claudia Patrice, that was it. She went on Blind, I remember meeting her years ago. She went on Blind Date, and that just catapulted her career because she got so much work out of it, and you know, she became a celebrity in her own right, but just from being on that show, because her personality showed through, kind of thing. And there was, you know, and she got loads of presenting work and all sorts of stuff out of it after that, kind of thing. But I mean, what kind of work would people be checking you out for if they're seeing you in the nude and you're prepared to go nude? They might start trying to get you to do adult movies and all that. What if you don't want to do that now? You've given the wrong impression, innit?
Right, and you have to consider your career. It's like we talked about the Kardashian. She decided, because she now understands that is her celebrity, and that is what her celebrity is based on. She can never live that down. So I can't see them hiring her to be in a movie, you know, starring across from Denzel Washington or somebody like that with credibility. Because, you know, I think she has damaged her reputation. My personal opinion. She's damaged her reputation for life. Right. You could, back when I was younger, you could be a TV star, and you may get pigeonholed because of one character that you played. Yeah, it's not that bad anymore, but this is a definite pigeonhole for your life, okay?
She doesn't seem to mind, because in her world, she's made millions out of it. She's gone on to do, you know, products. She's done modelling. She has her own product lines of God knows what, you know, perfume and all sorts of other stuff in it. So I suppose people say, yeah, but it depends on how you market yourself, and it depends on who you've got behind you to help catapult you to do what you're going to do. Well, hello, because I remember watching a episode of Mob Wives, I think it was last week or a couple of weeks ago, and the thing that made me laugh, Karen said to her daughter, because her daughter said, listen, you need to be a momager like Chris, innit? And her mum sort of gave her one dirty look. She goes, listen, no, because she sold her daughter sex tape. She goes, She said, I don't even want you to even think about doing anything like that. She said, if you do anything like that, she goes, I won't sell it. I'll kill you.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Like, yeah, you know, she was like, no, there's, you know, certain things, obviously everyone eats to their own, she was saying, but this, I don't mind you saying to me you want me to support you and help you to reach your goals, of course. But what she was saying is, no, I am not going to be following the particular exact footsteps of making you do certain things just to get attention, just to get you out there, just for you to become quote unquote famous. You know, that fame thing is a real slippery slope sometimes. People really need to think about that sometimes. I really wonder why children see that on TV. Obviously not, if you're not going to show them naked attraction, for example, depending on how old they are, obviously. But the fame thing, because nowadays, you know this, don't you, Keros? A lot of young children and teenagers, if you say to them, what do you want to be? You know they're going to tell you, oh, I want to be a reality TV star.
Gosh, no.
That's what they're aspiring to. And you'll be like, damn, you know, they look at that and think that is a real career, and they don't care what they have to do, because it's not like saying, oh, I want to be a reality TV star doing something specific, i.e., I don't know, helping charity, or I don't know, whatever it might be. They don't, if you say to them, so what would you do? And they'll just say anything, as long as I'm a star, as long as I'm famous, as long as people see me, as long as I get to make loads of money being on TV. So a lot of them want to go on, you know, Big Brother and all them other types of programs, because in their mind, just being seen is the job. Do you see what I mean?
Well, fame for fame's sake is not a career.
Yeah, but they see it that way. They see it that way. They think, yeah, I'm famous. That means I'm successful, and that means I make money from being successful. And then they think all the rest of it comes because, okay, if people see my face, quote unquote, they know that in their mind that means I'm famous. That means I can get people to give me stuff for free. That means I can get them to do this. I can get them to do that because I am famous. People know my name and they know my face. That's
but that's what we're talking about, basically. Naked attraction, someone may go to that show to have that possibility so that they could become a reality show star, because this is a reality show as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But to
a version
be
of it.
a young person or a child and saying, and I agree with you, I think it's true, that you want to grow up to be a reality